Hey everybody, this is setting up SFML with CMake. Now, this is very similar to the previous CMake videos we've done, but the reason is there's a slight catch. When I was setting this up, I did get an error. So we'll just start setting up and we'll talk about the error that I got in the end. So I'm in the desktop C YouTube directory. I'll just create a folder for my project. I'm going to say mkdir. Let's say SFML CMake. Let's go to SFML CMake. That's empty. Let's start by creating the directories that we need. So I'm going to say touch, not touch. I'm going to say mkdir. I need a src for my code files, a vendors for my external dependencies, and a build directory. And I'll start by creating the CMake file. So I need a root CMake file. So I'm going to touch CMake list.txt, and I need a CMake in the src directory. So I'm going to say, I'm going to just do the same and go to vendors, and I need a CMake file there. Plus, I need a SFML directory to kind of do the SFML fetching part. So I'm going to say mkdir SFML, and inside the SFML directory again, I'll have a CMake file. So let me just go 2 levels to the top. And if we check tree, this is what we have. I will start with the root CMake file. So I'm going to say root CMake. So Vim, I'll just open it up in Vim and say CMake minimum required. Just set the version that you feel it's perfect for you. I'll just say 3.15. I'm going to say project is my app, and say we'll add the vendors and src using the add subdirectory command. Add subdirectory the vendors, which is the external folder, and I'll say src. That's all we need to kind of get start working with SFML. So I'm going to say vendors, go to the vendors CMake list.txt file. I'm going to say all I have to do is add SFML, add subdirectory SFML, and inside the SFML directory, this is where I'll kind of fetch SFML using fetch content. So I'm going to say include fetch content. What I'm saying is I need to use the fetch content module from CMake. I will create a declaration, fetch content declare. I'm going to say SFML. I'll say get repository. I need a get tag repository, and I need get tag, and I'll close that off. And you say fetch content make available. I'm instructing that I need to use that module, and I will fetch the SFML GitHub. So the master is the tag that I want to use, and the repository link would be this. So I just have to paste it, and there we go. So we've got the code to set up SFML. So I will go to src and start with the CMake file there. So I'm going to say add executable. I need to create my executable. I'm going to say app and say my entry point is main.cpp, and we'll just link the libraries. So I'm going to say target link libraries. I'll say app, we'll say private, and say SFML colon graphics. That's the library we need. And we'll create a main.cpp for our program. We'll just copy SFML tutorials, SFML. Let's see, we'll just find SFML examples. SFML, we'll just go to the root tutorials. We will find the window module, opening and managing SFML window, and we'll just copy this and put that there, right? And we can close that. I think we're literally done, right? We've got the vendors, we've got root, and yeah, basically we're done. So we'll go to the build directory and see. So this is the error that I got, right? So when I was coding, I didn't. So SFML uses this fine. So let me just show you, right? That's much better. So if I go to the SFML docs, I can see src SFML. if you go to the audio and the CMake file there, and if you search for find package, so if you're using SFML system depths, it's going to try and find the package vorbis and flag for audio processing. So if you do not have that package, you might run into an error. The way I solved this by installing these libraries, like libflag, libvorbis, and that solved my problem. So if you're on Mac, you can just use brew install these libraries and get away with it. So I've already installed that. So I'm going to say cmake space dot dot, and that's going to start fetching SFML for me. And I have that ready for me. And to build the executable, I can just say make minus j8. You just have to say make. I'll just say j8 so that that builds faster. And that's done. So if I go to cd space src and say dot slash app, we have our empty window. Like that's all we did. So thank you for watching.